Good day, folks. This is Christo Teron checking in for TradeTaxPlus, Center of Excellence. In this first video dealing with the COVID-19 implications, we will deal very briefly with the regulation issued by the government in terms of the state of disaster, just to put it in context and see how that is something that's completely unrelated to any of the tax relief that has been provided. Now, after announcing the state of disaster by the President of South Africa, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, the regulation was issued, and it's Regulation 398 was issued to govern behavior during the clampdown period or the lockdown period. So it tells you what may and may not be sold. It tells you when you may travel, where you may travel, and everything else to do with the practical implications of the lockdown. It has nothing to do with tax at all. In the annexures, and specifically Annexure 2 or Annexure B to the regulation, there's a list of essential goods and services that may be supplied in the course of the lockdown period. And that sometimes is confused with an exemption on importation and supply of those goods in South Africa. It has nothing to do with VAT or any other tax. It is purely for the purposes of the operations by shops and other suppliers of goods and services. So when we look at this more closely in a future video on the issue of essential goods and services, you'll see how it all fits together. But for now, it is more than ample just to reiterate that the regulation has been issued in terms of the disaster process and the lockdown process, and has nothing to do with VAT or any other tax for that matter. Hope that makes sense. Please watch the other videos. It all builds on this one, and you'll ultimately hopefully get the full picture. But for now, it's me, Christo Teron, checking out for TradeTaxPlus, Center of Excellence.